everybody. My name's Amanda Shepherd and we're going to be doing a back bend practice today. I've been trying this for the last couple days and my phone has not been cooperative, so hopefully today will be a little bit different. You might want to strap if you like a strap for overhead grip. This one's a stretchy one. This is by Infinity Strap. This one is not stretchy, probably not the one I'm going to use today. Or you can use a dish towel or a necktie, anything like that. And let's just start at a nice comfortable seat. I'm sitting on a blanket so that my sits bones are lifted and my hip points are higher than my knees. It's just a little bit more comfortable. Elbows under the shoulders. And just start to breathe nice and easy. Allow the breath to become even. And allow the breath to evolve, inhaling from the belly up through the chest and exhaling from the chest down through the belly. Sitting up as tall as you can. Just take a few breaths here. Maybe gently open the eyes. So back bends are a full body experience. It really incorporates the entire body in your back bends. So we're going to open everything. For now, you can take your fingertips to your shoulders, and I just want you to do some shoulder circles. Nice giant shoulder circles. Bring the elbows in, going up and around, and that would be really helpful for that overhead grip a little bit later, maybe, if that's what you're going to work with today. And then take it back around, going the other way. Good. Nice deep inhale here, drop the shoulders. Just drop the right ear off to the right and reach your left arm out and really hug those muscles to the bone. So you feel the scalenes opening, so nice and sweet. And maybe take the hand to the top of the ear. And make sure you're sitting tall. If your shoulders are rounding, this stretch doesn't work. Come back through center. Look over, let your hands relax. Look over that right shoulder, draw your chin down and go all the way across to the left and take it back to the other side. Come right back through center. Maybe give yourself a little shimmy. Always feels good for me. I'm going to drop the shoulders down. Drop the left ear off to the left and reach my right fingertips out. Keep those muscles hugging to the bone. Maybe find the top of the ear. Breathing here. And with my inhale, I'm going to come back through center. Just start to move the spine back and forth like a cat-cow. Just warm it up. Inhale, chest moves through the arms, wrap your triceps down. Exhale, push back, really pull that belly button in and try to keep that as you lengthen the front of the body. And come to center, reach the chest forward to the right, exhale to the back and to the left. Just warm up the spine a little bit. And take the right fingertips behind you, reach that left arm across. Sitting up nice and tall, spread the inner shoulders. Go to the right shoulder, go to the left shoulder. Come on back through center. Let's switch our feet. So you have the opposite foot forward. If you're sitting on a block and your shins are down, obviously stay where you are. You're going to reach the chest forward to the left, exhale to the back and to the right. A few times. Starting to warm up that spine. The left fingertips behind you, reach that right arm across, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale. Go over the left shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. And come on back through center. I'm going to breathe here. I just want to start to warm up the belly. I really like to pull that belly button in and up. with my back bend. So we're going to do something called Kalabati breathing, skull shining breath. We'll do 2 sets, 54 each. If you don't know what it is, it's pulling the belly in a short burst through the nose. Chin is in and up. Something like that. If you're pregnant or you're prone to dizziness or it just doesn't feel good, then you're not going to do this. Take a couple preparatory breaths. Nice ujjayi. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale halfway. Draw your chin in and up, and just nice short bursts. Your count of 54. Pull the belly button in and up. Exhale completely. Couple of recovery breaths. Maybe 1 preparatory breath. And just breathe up to the low ribs. Sit up tall, draw your chin in and up, getting your throat locked. At your count, 54. Inhaling. Nice recovery breath. Exhaling. Undo your throat lock if you haven't already. Alright, let's get started. You can reach your arms forward. Palms down, wrap your triceps towards the floor, and then you're just going to pull yourself forward to all fours. I'm going to move my blanket out of the way, have my other props nearby, and go onto the mat. Nice and easy with those cat-cows. Drop in the belly, exhale, push the floor away. Just taking a few. And if you like to do something asymmetric, right, whatever you need to do to warm up your spine, please do that. And next time you're in your cat, see if you can keep that belly button in. More than you think. And then with your inhale, find your cow and see if you can lengthen the front of the body a little more. Exhale, push the floor away, and let's roll over the top of the foot. Maybe pause and go back and forth, big toe to pinky toe, just stretching out that transverse arch. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Pedaling out the feet, whatever you need to do. This might be your first one of the day. It's actually my first one of the day too. Shake your head yes and no. Keep the belly in. And lift the heels. You're going to bring that right knee down and reach the left leg back. I might step my right hand forward and turn the shin out if you need that for balance. Really ground down through the top of the foot and the shin. You're going to reach that left arm to sky. Take your hand to the top of the thigh and bend the knee and see if you can kick that foot to the hand, opening the heart. Draw your belly toes towards the top of your head. And then as you exhale, gently release. Just bring that foot down. And see if you can feel the pinky edge of the foot on the mat. And reach that left arm up and over, doing some giant circles, circumducting the shoulder. And take it the other way. And bring that hand down. Left toes tuck. You're going to reach that right leg back. Turn the toes out. Bend the knee, couple hip circles. Go the other way. Open that leg out to the side. Look over under your arm. See your toes, spread them wide. Inhale, lift the left heel. Exhale, bring that heel down, lift the toes. One more time, inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, bring that heel down, lift the toes. And then as you exhale, just extend that right leg and come all the way forward. Let's take knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Namaskar. Tops of feet to the floor. Scoop your belly as you lift the shoulder heads and pull back. Roll those inner thighs to sky. Keep the belly lifting. Maybe lift your hands so the back of the body's working. And find your Sphinx pose. Elbows right underneath the shoulders and then back up a little bit. Keep the belly lifting up. Tailbone long. Roll your inner wrists down as you pull back with your forearms. Just lifting here. Good, nice deep inhale. Low back should feel like it doesn't even exist, and if you're comfortable here, then push your palms down and lift the elbows. Spread those inner shoulders wide. Let's reach that right arm underneath the left. Reach the left arm over the right. And pull your hands towards each other. I'm reaching the top of my head towards the short edge of my mat. Or actually forward. Some of you can maybe even get the tip of your nose down or something. Depends how open your shoulders are. You're going to feel this at the top of your right delt. So right at the top of the shoulder and maybe between the shoulder blades, some of you. Keep that belly in and up. And come back to your Sphinx pose. Nice deep inhale here. Maybe lift the elbows, glide that left arm through. Reach your right arm across. Pull the palms towards each other. Top of the head towards the front of the room. The more my palms are pulling, the more I'm going to feel this. Draw the shoulders away from your ears a little bit. And don't dump. Don't reach your sits bones towards the sky. Keep them reaching towards the short edge of your mat behind you. And exhale, come on back to center. Nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, lengthen the front of the body to come down. Take your hands by your low ribs. Some of you cobra, some of you upward facing dog. Actually already done a ton of back bends. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here. Keeping that belly in. Push down with your palms so you can feel a sense of lift under the arm, all the way into the armpit. Wrap your triceps down. As you inhale, lift the heels, bring the left shin down, step your left hand forward a little bit. And you might kickstand the shin, the foot out to the side. You might not. Reach that right arm up. Maybe some wrist circles. Take your hand to the top of the foot. You're going to bend the knee and kick that foot into the hand, opening up. Belly to spine, toes towards the top of your head. Breathing here. Gently release. Bring that right foot down and reach that right arm overhead, giant circle, circumducting the shoulder. Go the other way. And bring that hand down, tuck those right toes, reach the left leg back. And you return the hip out. Couple hip circles each direction. Opening that leg out to the side, look over under your right arm, so your toes. Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, bring the heel down, lift the toes. One more time. And then extend the leg, come all the way forward. This time take chaturanga dandasana. Really lead with the sternum all the way down to the earth, nice and strong. Breathing here. Lift your belly. Lengthen the tailbone. Feel the top of the pinky toe on the mat. And lift your hands. You're going to reach that right arm out to the side like a letter T. Take your left hand next to your chest and roll onto that right side body. Bring the sole of the left foot to the floor. It's my favorite shoulder stretch. Breathing here. Really important if you invert a lot. Come on back to center. Take it the other way. Good. Come on back through center. Reach your hands out, kind of like a gym style push-up, about that wide. Wrist right underneath the elbow. Draw your belly in, and with your inhale, lift on up, finding that wide cobra. Really lengthen the front of the body. See if you can draw the low belly in, and exhale, come on down. If you feel this in your low back, don't go as high. Astabandha with those fingers. Exhale, come on down. This time I'm going to have you make a pillow for your forehead with your hands and tuck your toes. And really reach the tailbone towards the heels. Make space between your belly button and your clothes. Then reach the feet away. And with your inhale, you're going to reach the toes straight back, kind of like shalabhasana. And then just see if you can bring your feet mat distance. Exhale, hip distance. Inhale, mat distance. Exhale, hip distance. One more time. Good. Bring those feet down. You should feel this right across the SI joint, nice and strong there. Hands by your low ribs. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Drawing back. With your inhale, you're going to reach that right leg to sky, turn the toes out, maybe bend the knee. A couple hip circles. You like that. You can open up to the side, look over under your left arm, see your toes. And with your inhale, you're going to lift the left heel, and as you exhale, bring it down. Then from here, let's draw that right knee to your chest. Bring the shoulders over the wrists and give your knee a smooch. Step it up right next to your thumb. Fingertips to the floor. Bring that left knee down, reach the toes away. Breathing here. Scissor the heel and knee closer together and peel yourself off that leg. Coming up. Nice deep inhale, exhale, sink. Finding the psoas. Pull the belly in. Breathe back here. And reach those arms up. And just see if you can take your right hand across to the left arm and bend it back. Pat yourself in the back. Take your hand to the elbow. Make some resistance and then soften. Resist and soften. Ground down through the right big toe mound as you suck your belly in. Reach that right arm out to the side and fold that arm up between the shoulder blades. Maybe you touch fingers, maybe you don't. Some of you might find the wrist. Lift your ribs off the waist. Lean back. Nice back bend. Exhale. Sink. Keep your heart opening as you fold over that front leg and draw back Ardha Hanumanasana. Hands under your shoulders. Keep the front of the body long. If you feel any discomfort under that right knee, please push your heel into the floor and plug the leg bone back. Then as you exhale, bring that foot down. You're going to take your left arm under your shoulder and roll that shoulder down and away. Tuck the left toes. We're going to come into a Vashisthasana variation. Outside the edge of the left foot, right foot in front of your belly button. Notice what your right butt cheeks are doing. Are they going towards the floor? See if you can draw the hip point forward. Breathing here. Drop your ribs in. Feel the side waist nice and long and reach that right arm up and over. And then take your hand to your hip. You're going to push down with your hand and see if you can lift. A couple times. Good. Exhale, bring that right hand down, step it back. Through a vinyasa. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, down dog. Float that left leg behind you, turn the toes up in the knee, couple hip circles each direction. Open that leg out to the side. You lift the heel, bring it back down. And as you exhale, step that foot up, give the knee a smooch. Right next to your thumb. Right knee comes down, reach the toes away. And breathe into the back of the body. Keep sinking. 3 times. You roll that inner thigh back. Feel the pinky toe. And then reach that right arm up. Take your left hand around and bring the bicep towards the tricep. Pat yourself in the back and grab the elbow. Make some resistance and exhale, soften. Inhale, resist. Exhale, soften. One more time. Try to keep the back of your head in line with your sacrum. And then reach that left arm off to the side. Sneak that arm between your shoulder blades. Maybe you find a clasp, maybe you don't. It's all good. Lift your ribs off the waist. Lean back. I hardly ever touch on this side. Breathing here. Keep that heart open, and as you exhale, come on forward. And then draw back, Ardha Hanumanasana, half front back splits. Try to lengthen. One more breath here. As you exhale, bring that left foot down, take the right hand under the shoulder, and roll that shoulder away. Tuck those right toes, sorry. You're gonna roll onto the outside edge of that right foot, step that left foot in front of your belly button. Keep the belly in. And notice if you're tipping backwards, see if you can draw forward. Reach that arm to sky, wrist circles. Maybe reach the arm overhead. All right, and then take your hand to your hip. See if you can drop your ribs in and feel the side body get long. All right, sink the hips down, and then lift. Sink the hips down, and lift. One more time. You're gonna reach that left arm under the shoulder, take it through a vinyasa. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Drawing back. Shake your head, yes and no. Okay. Next inhale, reach that right leg behind you. Turn the toes out, bend the knee, open the head. Maybe you stay here, maybe you lift the heel, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Some of you this might be enough. Some of you might want to go exploring and see where those toes want to go. Root down through your left arm and your feet and see if you can wrap your right ribs towards the left. And maybe reach that right arm overhead. Come up, Karasana Welcome. Keep pushing those feet into the floor, and that will bring the hand closer. And then as you exhale, take it back around. I'm going to step that right foot up. Give the knee a smooch. Come onto your fingertips. Let the left knee come down. Reach those toes away. Take your hands to the thigh and breathe into the back of the body. Keep sinking those hips down. If that feels right. If not, keep it up high. Nice lateral stretch. Find the left wrist with the right hand. Absorb those ribs in. Breathing here. Maybe pull the belly in, lift your ribs off the waist, open the heart. And this time find chest expansion, arms. And then as you exhale, keep your heart opening. Fold over that front leg. Eventually let the hands go and draw back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing here. Now this time as you exhale, come on forward, maybe turn the right knee out to the side. You can bring the heel towards your left wrist, or you can bring the heel closer to your groin. Do what works for your body. And then with your inhale, pull that belly button in. You can always stick a blanket underneath your right butt. And then as you exhale, come on down. Hold a few times. Suck the belly button in, lifting up. Exhale, coming forward. One more time. Exhale, coming forward. Pigeon prep. Stand with your inhale. You're going to lift up, tuck those left toes. Come onto the outside edge of that left foot and bring that right foot into tree pose. You're going to lift up and notice if you're jumping backwards. See if you can bring your right hip point forward and try to lift so that you bring the big toe side of that left foot to the earth. Reach that right arm to the sky, maybe look up. Exhale, bring that arm underneath. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Bring that arm underneath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arm underneath. Inhale, lift. Lift up nice and high. Bring that right arm down. Take it through vinyasa. Reach it back. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here. I hate these pants. Good, inhale. Reach that left leg back, turn the toes out. Maybe bend the knee, that might be enough for you. Maybe you're going to lift that right heel, get the shoulder over the wrist and see how far your left toes want to go. Maybe they want to come up Karasana. Push down with your hands and your right arm. Bring the right ribs towards the left. And with your inhale, reach that arm away. Breathing here. The more I push my feet into the floor, the more I can reach back. And then as I exhale, I'm going to take it back around. Step that left foot up. Come onto my fingertips, reach the right knee away. Right toes away. Find that low lunge. And lift on up. I want Tadasana in the spine. Maybe I'm going to drop that left hip a little bit. I might reach that right arm to sky. And absorb the right ribs in to find your lateral stretch. Sink the hips so you really find that psoas. And lift out of the left waist. Going back through center. Scoop the belly. Open the heart, chest expansion. Maybe non-dominant index finger on top. Breathing here. Keep that heart opening as you find your Ardha Hanumanasana. Drawing back, eventually let the hands go, of course. Breathing here. You can always place a blanket or roll your mat up under your knee. You need that kind of support, right? And then exhale, I'm going to come on forward. Heel toe that foot, left left heel, towards my right wrist. Opening out to the side, keep the belly in, nice and lifted here. Maybe I want something underneath that hip, maybe I don't. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And take a few breaths here, maybe 5 breaths. Nice and long. So I like to actively reach that left sits bones towards the wall behind me and draw the right hip point down. Breathing here nice and easy. And maybe wrap my right inner thigh to sky. You do you. When I walk my hands in, plant my hands under my shoulders, I'm going to tuck those right toes and roll onto the outside edge of that right foot, and it's going to feel really good to keep this foot lifted. I might even take it to tree pose. Then if I'm here, I'm going to lift up so I can feel the big toe and the inner heel on the floor. And reach that left arm up. Maybe do some circles. I want to try to draw the hip point forward. Reaching here. Then as I exhale, take it through vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. And the next inhale, I'm going to lift the heels up between the hands. And however it feels comfortable, I'm going to bring those feet forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms out. Take care of your joints as you come up. Urdhva Sthasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. Finding my Tadasana. Head's getting cut off. Jump or step my feet hip distance. I'm going to lift this. Maybe take the fingers to the buttocks and draw the skin down. Reach up. Open my arms like a cactus. And with my inhale, use the shoulder blades to lift the heart. Push down through my feet. And fold in. Take your time. Uttanasana. You don't want to get dizzy here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. I like to bring the feet together. And then as I exhale, just going to draw back. Try to keep the legs straight. Push the floor away with your hands. Chaturanga dandasana. Elbows bend left second. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Breathing here. So in doing Surya Namaskar A with the back bend variation, we're going to do 3 more. So if you have a different variation that you like, you can add or subtract, of course. Try to keep the front and back of the body even in length. So try not to kind of like dump into the shoulders, right? Inhale, lift the heels, exhale, bend the knees. And the body's empty. If you're stepping up and back, try to switch feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, fold. If you're inverting, try to keep your arms straight, not like I just demoed. Exhale, Samasthihi. Step the feet hip distance. The hip points up. Inhale. Open the heart. Exhaling. Ride the breath down. Inhaling. Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhaling. Feet to the back of the mat. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Take 3 breaths. Now lift the heels, exhale, bend. Lengthen, exhale, fold. Urdhva Sthasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. With your inhale, lift them up. So try not to crank the neck. Oh, it feels terrible. So I'm going to draw my chin in, just like Kapinjalasana breathing, and reach the very top of my head towards the wall behind me, and maybe even towards the floor, but not by pitching back, just by keeping it long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last Surya Namaskar A. Let's knee and down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, roll over the toes. And find child's pose. Nice and long, sit bones back, walk your hands out. Wrap those triceps down. And bring your hands to the midline. Right arm on top of the left, like you're pushing a big red button for a prize. Right, you're gonna push down. Spread those inner shoulders and see if you can pull back. Oh, it feels beautiful right around, like the upper lats around the scapula, and maybe even between the shoulder blades. Oh, good. Exhale, walk your hands in. And jump to a squat. So plant your palms right under the shoulders, around the shoulders, and then inhale, pull forward. And we'll do that one more time. And this time we'll come to a squat. Sink the hips. Take your elbows to the inner knees, back the hands down. Nice deep inhale here. We're going to twist to the left, so maybe wrap the right leg. So you're going to bring the right ribs towards the left a couple times. Maybe your shoulder comes inside the knee and reach your right hand out. Take your left hand to the inner knee and see if you can lengthen the spine. Draw those left ribs in, opening the shoulder. You can extend the left arm. You can turn the palms up. If you like to use a strap, you can do that, but you don't really need to find the cloth. You're going to get the same work even if you don't have it. Keep the weight even in your feet. And straighten your arms and lean back. As you exhale, come back through center. Bring the hands together. Of course, if you hate squats, stick a block under your butt and then you're sitting. It's going to feel awesome. Get a nice deep inhale here. Or an unabridged dictionary, something like that. Left ribs towards the right. Reach that hand out. Take your right hand to the inner knee. Extend the arm. Maybe find that clasp. Smile those inner shoulders wide. And then as you exhale, come on out. Back of the hands together. Plant those palms. You're going to turn the toes forward, lift the heels, and fit the knees into the armpits. The back will naturally round, lengthen the front of the body. You're extending the spine to find your crane or crow pose. Right. Lengthen the neck. And as you exhale, let's shoot it back. Chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, find your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here. Maybe walk yourself up on your mat a little bit. I'm short, so that didn't really take me off the mat, but maybe it took you off the mat. Inhale, lift the heels. Bring those shins down, big toes to touch, knees wide. Walk it out to an active child's pose. Bring the left hand on top of the right, hands at the midline. Reaching forward, push down like you're pushing into that big red button for whatever prize you want, and wrap your triceps down. Pull back. See if you can lengthen all four sides of your waist and reach the sits bones back a little further. Your hands in. Take the forearms to the floor. Interlace the fingers. We're going to move towards Salambhasarshasana. A. So headstand A. Supported headstand. So maybe you just tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, and work with dolphin. And then you're grounding down through the pinkies, outer wrists, and forearms. And pushing your chest towards your thighs, nice and light. Maybe walking the feet in. Head is lifted, shoulders actively moving away from the ears. Right? Lots of space from the neck. You can do that. You want to be able to hold the dolphin comfortably for at least 10 breaths before you start working into a headstand. And those of you who want to work with headstand, you bring the knees down. Very top of your head, right? So where the middle fingers meet, right? So it's in front of my bun and above my bangs. Top of the head comes down, draw the shoulders away from your ears, and just walk your feet in. Shoulders away from the ears a lot, and lift up. If you're first learning this, maybe do this with bent knees. Lifting here. Flex the feet to find your alignment, and you can reach the legs away. You can do whatever you want with your legs here. Right. Maybe see what it feels like to draw one knee in and reach the other leg away. Scooping your belly. Notice if your hips are askew. See if you can line up those hip points. Right. Maybe even take the foot to the thigh and draw it in a little more. And just switch sides. Right. Do whatever side you like first. Shoulders away from the ears a lot. Technically, I could lift my head here if I want. Maybe bring that foot to the thigh so you can get into that psoas a little more. Keep scooping the belly in. My shoulder blades are opening the heart a little. And we'll come back up. As we exhale, bring those knees in, finding a child's pose, nice and light. And walk your hands out. For puppy pose, some people like to keep the neck long after going to a headstand. Draw your belly in. Let your arms come a little wider if you have a lot of like big muscle, or if you're just a little tight, right at the base of the neck and the top of the shoulder. You can go a little wider than shoulder distance. It's okay. Forehead, tip of the nose, some of your chest and chin. So to make this more comfortable for myself, I like to actively lift here and lengthen here. So I'm not going into my lumbar spine as much, but some of you might like that a little more, so figure out where you need to be. Maybe do some pelvic tilts. And as I exhale, I'm going to walk it in a little bit. Bring the triceps down, palms together. Forehead to the floor, tip of the nose. Dropping that chest and pull back. Breathing here. Praying puppy. Bring those hands down, walk the hands in. Downward facing dog. Shake your head, yes and no. Inhale, lift the heels up between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. And nice and light, bring those feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Reach those arms. Do some more circles. Urdhva Sasana. Exhale, Samastihi. Breathing here. Next inhale, sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. And you take the right hand to the thigh, reach that left arm out, and then find your twist. Lean back with your right shoulder blade. Get those hips low. Maybe left arm down, right arm to sky. And as you exhale, bring the feet Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Just step the right foot back and reach that left leg to sky.
And you're just going to plug the right leg bone into the socket and see what happens. See if you get a lift. Keep those arms straight. All right. One more time. Breathe here. Keep pushing the floor away. You have this. Great. We're going to meet in down dog. So however you want to get there. Maybe slight little pike. And float it back. Chaturanga dandasana. Hopefully quieter than that. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Turn those left toes out. Step the right foot up. Inhale, viparita 1. Notice what your hips are doing. You might need to step that left foot out to the side a little more. And are you rolling into that low back? See if you can figure out where it feels good for your body. I tend to want to lengthen here. I'm going to lift the ribs off the waist. Let your arms start shoulder distance. Look down the tip of your nose. Draw your chin back. And maybe reach the top of your head towards the back of the room. Palms come together. Nice bend in the front knee. Good, nice and light. As you exhale, we're going to open up. Viparita 2. Breathing here, drop the shoulders. Knee over the ankle. If that feels too much low, do a little less. Some people like to go beyond. Everyone's safe with the knee over the ankle. Drop that left arm. Reach that right arm to sky. Absorb those ribs in. Breathing here. Turn the left thumb up. Find Gomukhasana arms. Pat yourself in the back. And then breathe here. See if you can reach it out. Uttita Parsva. Just bring that forearm to the thigh. Maybe use your let your left arm come down to a half bind and lean back. Try to open the heart to the sky, but try to do it without letting keep the right side waist long. Breathing here. Maybe reach that left arm overhead. Maybe root into that left foot to straighten that right leg. And reach that right arm out. Nice and strong. As you exhale, take the left hand to the hip and rebend that right knee. Taking your hand to the outside. You can use the floor, the block, or even your leg. Scoop that hip under. Drop your left ribs and open up here. So if you feel like you're forward folding, come higher on the leg. You'll have a little more room. Maybe even that forearm variation. And as you exhale, take that left arm down. Roll that shoulder down and away. Outside edge of the left foot, maybe that right foot into tree pose. Get the outside edge of that foot down. See, as you're breathing here, pat yourself in the back and draw the right hip point forward. Maybe look up. Maybe see if you can open the heart. And as you exhale, take that hand down through vinyasa. Exhale, down dog, drawing back. Breathing here. Left foot steps up. Turn the right toes out. You can do that in the opposite order if you like. Inhaling. Viparita 1. What's going on here? Are you... Maybe you step that right foot out a little bit. Figure out where your hips feel good. Right, nice strong warrior. Lift out of the ribs. Bend into that front knee. Maybe see your thumbs. And then as you exhale, Viparita 2. Heel to arch in line. Set it up, right? Nice bend in that front knee. And then you want to feel the outside edge of that foot down without straining. Reverse warrior. Exhale, take the forearm to the thigh, reach that right arm over. Breathing here. Roll that left shoulder down and away. Good. See if you can root into that right foot and straighten that front leg and reach that left arm forward. And then as you exhale, bend into that left knee. Maybe take the right hand to the hip, makes it a little easier. Scoop your hip under and figure out where you need to be. Is your chest collapsing? You want to keep it open. Maybe you take your hand to the outside of that leg. Breathing in. Exhale. Right arm down. Outside edge of that right foot. Bring that left foot into tree pose. And see if you can reach your right. Reach that left arm to sky. Draw your hip point forward and pat yourself on the back. It's a lot of work. Maybe look up. Exhale. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here. Inhale, lift the heels, exhale, bend the knees. Nice and light, bring those feet forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. All the way upward, Vastasana. Exhale, Samasthi. Inhale, sink the hips as you bend the knees. Exhale, find your twist, opening up. Leaning back. Good, as you exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, plant the palms. Step the left foot back. Right leg lifts. Maybe you work with an inversion. Maybe not. Maybe just take a vinyasa, right? Whatever you want. Just taking your time. Up. Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Left toes turn out. Step that right foot up. Inhaling. Virabhadrasana 1. Nice and strong. Exhaling, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhaling, reverse warrior. Exhaling, Utthita Trikonasana. Reach that left arm up and over. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, Utthita Parsvakonasana. Hand to the outside. Lean back. Reach that left arm up and over. Take your hand to the outside edge of the foot. Maybe find Yogi toe lock on that right leg. And lift up. Vashisthasana, full pose. Good. Then as you exhale, through a vinyasa, ekapada kapinjalasana if you like. Take it through. Exhale, down dog. Turn the right toes out. Step the left foot up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhaling, reverse your warrior. Exhaling, Utthita Trikonasana. Maybe reach that right arm up and over. Inhale here as you exhale. Parsvakonasana. Maybe take that right arm under the shoulder. Vashisthasana, any variation you like. Inhaling, lifting up. And then as you exhale, ekapada kapinjalasana. Exhale, down dog. You can always do that from tree pose with bent knee variation. Totally awesome. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Feet forward, nice and light. Lifting up. If you're in your handstand, maybe you're going to bend the knees and maybe bring the head through the upper arms. Maybe keep your legs straighter actually. Reaching those feet over, starting to work towards scorpion, if that's interesting. And you need to bring the big toes to touch and flex and point. Chest moving through those upper arms. Then as you exhale, fold it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. All the way upward, Vastasana. Exhale, Samastihi. See how I'm doing on time? Oh my gosh, already in an hour. All right. Breathing here. Sink the hips as you bend the knees. Find your twist, reach across, lean back with that right shoulder blade. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Make it through your vinyasa, however you want to do it. Ooh, not too far. Through. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold or extend the spine. Left foot turns out, right foot steps up. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse forward. Root into that right foot, reach it out. Utthita Trikonasana. And this time, let's reach out, Ardha Chandrasana. Right arm under the shoulder, left foot flexes. I don't know where my balance is. Maybe bend your left foot and kick that foot into the hand, opening the heart, breathing here. As you exhale, take the heel towards the outer hip. Maybe look up. Then if it's interesting, you can float that right arm and maybe reach it back to Vihasta. Breathing here. Good, as you exhale, extend. You're going to lift that left leg higher. Float it back, Virabhadrasana 2. Vashisthasana, any variation you like. And then from here, let's bring that right foot back down. I'm going to open it up into pigeon prep. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, fold. All right, you can stay here. You can walk your hands in. You can bring your heel closer to your groin if it's not already. You can have a strap nearby if you like. Okay. On the right hand, I'm actually kind of on my, right at the knuckles. I'm going to reach the left arm forward, plug that arm bone in, and turn the thumb down, and reach that arm back. Bend the knee, kick that foot to the hand. Scoop your belly, lift your heart. Then as you exhale, bring that heel towards the outer hip. Squaring the chest. Right here. Let's reach it away. Right leg to sky. If it's comfortable for you, you can bring the forearms down. You can work with headstand, forearm stand, just lifting up. Maybe reaching that leg away. Maybe even taking the foot to the thigh. Right. Any variations. Exhale, come on up. Just briefly take a child's pose. All right, plant your palms. Lift that up. Right foot turns out. Left foot steps. Inhaling. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling. Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior. And breathe here. Then reach out, amandashepherdyoga, root into that left leg. Let that arm come under the shoulder. Right arm to sky. Take your hand, wrist maybe between your buttocks, and then bend the knee, kick that foot into the hand. Opening up, draw the heel towards your outer hip to work into the quadricep. And maybe flow with that left arm. Maybe reach back for Dvihasta, Shavasana. And extend, you're going to lift that right leg higher, float it back to Virabhadrasana 2. Windmill down, any version of Asana that you like. And then step that leg up. Open up to pigeon prep. Kind of starting to put the whole thing together, right? Inhaling here as you exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Really find that heart opening. Exhale, fold. And maybe stay down for a few breaths. Walk your hands in. Bring the heel closer to your groin. On that left arm, and reach the right arm back. And bend that right knee. Kick the foot into the hand. Now as I exhale, I'm going to take the hand to the top of the foot and draw the heel towards the outer hip. Any hand variation you like. I like to turn the fingers forward. I just want to make sure my hand is actually on the transverse arc and not squishing my toes, right? I'm going to reach it away. Anything you want. Through vinyasa. Nice deep inhale here, exhale. Breathing here. Maybe bring the forearms down. Other leg kicks up. Reaching away. Only if that's interesting. Maybe take the foot to the thigh so you can get a little more into that psoas. Maybe bring the knees together. So you can straighten both your legs. And then look through. Maybe bend the knees, drawing the toes towards the top of your head, towards your butt. Right. Flex and point the feet. And then as you exhale, child's pose, coming on out. Inhale. Find your down dog. Shake your head yes and no. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Nice and light. Bring those feet forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. If you want to play with scorpion there or something like that, feel free. Just getting a little tired talking. Utkatasana. Come on up, Urdhva-sthasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Take the twist both sides, I did. Alright. So with your next inhale, let's bring the weight to the left foot. You're going to bend your right knee, draw the heel towards the outer hip. And breathing here, keep the belly in, and kick that foot to the hand a few times. Right. Maybe drawing down, maybe reaching out. Good, root down to that left foot. Come on back up. And as you exhale, let's cross it over for Garudasana. Right arm under the left. your center. So you remember these at the beginning? All right, we're going to try for that overhead grip. So I'm going to start, I'm going to want the hand out here, and then like that. And then I'm going to reach it up and over, pat myself on the back. All right. I'm going to use a strap, because it's easier for me. Ground down through the left big toe mound. I'm going to bend the knee. My palm, my thumb is facing behind me. Elbow's going to reach out to the side. Out and around, lifting up. I'm going to reach back. Kick that foot into the hand. And come on forward. Dancer pose. Good, come on up. Nice and gentle. I'm going to let go. It's pretty much the same pose as kapinjalasana, just with kapinjalasana, the arm is reaching for the floor. But it's the rest of it's an identical shape. Bring the right foot down, bend the left knee. Kick that foot into the hand. Draw the heel towards the outer hip. And with my inhale, I'm going to reach it away. Dancer pose. Maybe reach that right arm forward. Maybe look up. Good. Exhale. Come on back. Draw that knee to the chest. Cross it over. Guard asana. Guard asana. Perched eagle. Left arm underneath the right. Bring the palms together. Good. You're going to breathe here. As I exhale. Come back through center. Now I'm going to use a strap. And take my foot in. Then I'm going to turn my elbow in. So like I'm kind of holding a tray awkwardly, right? I'm going to reach the thumb behind me like I'm hitchhiking. Then reach that out, around, and up. And kick that foot into the hand. Maybe reach back with my right arm. Keeping kicking. Ground down through the right big toe mound. And really reach away. Maybe pull your chin in, draw the top of your head back. As you exhale, come on out, let it go nice and light. All right, so you can work a dancer pose. Standing on your feet is a little easier than balancing on the side body. You want to start to move towards kapinjalasana, pigeon, or not pigeon, partridge family. Inhale, reach those arms, exhale, fold. Plant those palms. Take it through vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. So for the first variation, I'm not going to use the strap. I'm going to bring the belly to spine, shoulders over the wrists. Come onto the outside edge of that foot. I'm going to see if I can bring the big toe mound down. And then I'm going to pull my knee into my chest like I'm giving it a smooch. Actually, I'm going to be on the outside edge of the foot. Give the knee a smooch. I'm going to take my hand to the ankle. Draw the knee back. Kick the foot into the hand. And maybe get the top of the, get the big toe down. Let's try that again. From down dog. Belly to spine, shoulders over the wrists. Come to the outside edge of that foot. Draw my knee in like I'm going to give it a smooch. Take my hand to the ankle. Kick it away and try to lift. And kick that foot away. Then as I exhale, I'm going to take it back around. Wow, super hard. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. All right. Shaking your head yes and no. Belly to spine, shoulders over this, and come on forward. Pull that left knee in like I'm going to give it a smooch, or pull the right knee in. Take my hand to the ankle. Kick that foot away and push down. And maybe bring the big toe side down. Really drawing the head towards the toes. Breathing here. And you want to keep moving that hip point forward so you don't fall back, right? That's the thing. Now we're facing dog, or child's pose. This takes a couple of times. And try that prep variation one more time. Good, it's fine. Outside edge of the foot, finding a version of asana. Draw that knee in, find the ankle. Kick the foot away, maybe. Lift up, draw the toes towards the top of the head. Good. Exhale. Take it through. I'm going to take a child's pose between. And coming on up to side two. So if your mat's slippy, super hard this. Coming up forward. Bring that knee into the chest. I'm going to find the ankle. Kick the foot into the hand. And lift it up. Try to keep that right hip drawing forward so you're not falling backwards. Toes towards the top of your head. Good. Exhale. Take it through your vinyasa. Lock your hands in. Good. This YouTube video is a little bit different challenge when you're in the front of the room. If you're walking around the room and just looking at people, you're not talking and doing it. Makes a difference. Okay. And try the full pose. See how it goes. All right. Set myself up. I'm going to bring my hand into the strap. I'm going to turn. I'm going to turn reach the leg back, turn the elbow up, reach that arm up and over, and see if I can kick that foot into the hand. Draw that left hip forward, top of the head towards my foot. And then as I exhale, I'm going to come on out. So this strap is stretchy and it gives my arm a lot of extra length. So it makes it easier. I'll try it to the other side to see how much space that there is. Right here. Try to get my hand as close to the foot as I can. I really don't want to force it. Draw the toes towards the top of my head, trying to get the ball of that foot down. Good, and as I exhale, nice and light, gonna come out. Child's pose. Let's see. I can try out the shorter strap. I doubt it, but we'll see. Take the hand to the foot. No, not today. Don't want to do that. All right, and from here, big toes to touch. I'm going to lift the heels, bend the knees. Nice and light, bring those feet forward. Navasana. Try to go back in. Ardha Navasana. As I exhale, and find my bridge pose. Palms down. Open the inner shoulders. And just lift up. Just expansion arms if that's interesting. You know, stick a block under your butt. And as I exhale, I'm going to roll it out one vertebra at a time. Inhale, lifting up. Wrapping the other shoulder under first. Trying to Keep the chin lifted. Push your feet into the floor so you get a little more length in the low back. And exhale, roll it out one vertebra at a time. A little forward on the mat. This video is not too dark. I should turn some lights on. We inhale, lengthen the tailbone. Bring the top of my head to the floor. Draw the elbows in. You walk your hands in a little bit. And straighten arms and legs together. Lifting it up, Urdhva Dhanurasana, and then plant your heels down. Push your feet into the floor, maybe walk your feet in a little. Right. Come down. One more time. Lengthen the tailbone. Top of the head, draw those elbows in. Plug your arm bones to the socket. Lift it up. Walk the feet in. Maybe bring the head down. I walk my hands underneath. Let's see if I can find viparita dandasana. That's a really hard entry for me. I just prefer to come in from headstand. But I'm not going to do that today because my mat isn't slippy. And I don't want my feet to fly out. One more time. We drop the knees to the right, and to the left, and to the right. Right ankle to the outside of that left knee. Keep the shoulder blade down. And as you exhale, come back through center. Bring the hips right and knees left. Come back through center. Drop the knees to the left and then to the right. To the left ankle to the outside of the right knee. Coming back through center. Bring your hips left, knees right. Left shoulder blade in the floor. Come on back through center. Draw the knees into the chest, do a couple low back circles, one or two each direction. And then set yourself up for your final relaxation. If you're doing Shavasana, you might want to take your blanket and bring it underneath your knees. And reach those legs long. Let the breath go, let the practice go.
breath cycle, begin to bring some awareness back to the breath. Drawing a nice deep inhale in. Exhale through the mouth. Start to move the fingers and toes. Wrists and ankle circles. Reach out through the arms and legs any way that feels nice for you. Maybe take your feet to your blanket. And exhale, roll on to a side of the body that makes you happy. Or not. And when you're ready and you're on time, make your way up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Usually I like to end in at least a few minutes of meditation, but I feel like I've used a lot of your time today. So instead I'm just going to go with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, and perfect peace. And then Om. Take a nice deep inhale in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hands to heart center, chest to chin, and chin to chest. Give yourself a moment of gratitude. Thank yourself for opening your heart and for hopefully working through shapes and staying connected to breath and hopefully working through them joyfully, even if they don't look like what you think they should or what you think they might. Thumbs to third eye. Namaste, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for sharing with me. Happy Friday.